Dear students, in previous lecture we discussed about what are the limitations in design of electrical machine. Now let us discuss what are modern trends in design of electrical machines. Okay, uh, the design of electrical machine is both a science and art. Why design of electrical machine is science and what art is involved in design of electrical machine? Okay, design of electrical machine is science because while designing any electrical machine, designer has to follow well established and universally accepted physical and mathematical principles to verify the design through experimental methods. And in case of electrical engineering technology, we use Faraday's laws, Lentz's law, then Boyd-Savage's law. So many laws are used just to design machine, then verify it after design whether it gives desired performance or not. Hence, science is lot of science is involved in case of design of electric machine. Then what art is involved in design of electrical machine? And art is that the knowledge of these principles is often insufficient to produce a correct and economic design. So here, even if designer follows well established and universal accepted physical and mathematical principles, sometimes those principles are insufficient to produce correct design and economic design, because major consideration to all design are cost, durability, reliability, compliance with performance criteria as laid down in standard specifications. Okay, while designing, after following well established and universal accepted physical and mathematical principles, sometime designer has to put his experience, designer has to put his knowledge in the form of art to evolve successful design or correct design which gives uh, optimum design in terms of economy as well as efficiency. That's why designer makes some sort of compromise between ideal design and a design which comply with manufacturing conditions. Okay, how to achieve this? So this can be achieved by correct decisions based upon judgment and intuition and thorough understanding of the subject. Hence, design of electrical machine involves both science as well as an art. Okay, then an electrical machine designer must be familiar with national and international standards. What are national standards? Indian standards. We have Bureau of Indian Standards. Indian British standards are there like IS, BIS or BS standard. Then uh, as international standard, there is International Electro-Technical Commission is there. Then NEMA standards. National Electrical Manufacturers Association also have given some standards. So designer must know all these standards before he design any machine. Then what are other factors he must be familiar with, like specifications. Specifications deals with machine ratings, performance requirements of the consumers. Then he must know what are the cost of material as well as labor. Then what are manufacturing techniques or constraints during manufacturing process. So electrical machinery must be designed with all these parameters. Electrical machine design involves many complex and diverse engineering problems. Hence, whatever design of electrical machine is there, it consists of solution of many complex and diverse engineering problems. And overall design process, right from the specification requirements to the determination of main dimensions and whatever information required for manufacture of both static as well as rotating machines may be considered as single design problem, or sometimes several problems are interconnected, several engineering problems are interconnected during design process. And process of design of single machine may be divided into three major design problems such as electromagnetic design, mechanical design and thermal design. These are very important during design process. What are important aspects of modern day design of electrical machine? Important aspects of modern day design of electrical machine is designing a number of machines of or which form a part of single system. If you take example of entire power system network that requires several machines like generators, motors and transformers, all these forms a part of electromechanical energy network. Hence, important aspect in the design of electrical machine is that designer while designing he will look into the design of all the machines which are compatible or fits for that particular single system. Sometimes it is desired to design series of machines having different ratings to fit into a single frame size also. See, each and every time it's very difficult to have different frame sizes. Okay, at least for up to some certain rating. If you take example of induction motor of rating say 3 HP, 5 HP, 7.5 HP, same frame can be used to design machine of different power ratings. Definitely that will reduce cost of the machine. And this is an optimization problem because frame sizes have to be optimum, giving due weightage to designs of all the machines in that series or a group. Okay. Therefore, optimal solution involves iterations wherein values of variables are changed to satisfy both performance and cost constraints. Designer will have cross check during optimal solution of design iterations, both performance as well as cost constraint. And then evolution of design to meet the specified optimum criteria is a matter of long and tedious iterations, and in fact it has led to the application of fast digital computers to the design of electrical machines. So this is modern trend in electrical machine design, that is use of digital computers, and hence digital computers have completely revolutionized the field of electrical machine design. Then what are advantages of using computer aided electrical design? Definitely they will eliminate tedious and time consuming hand calculations. Hence, one of the modern trend in design of electrical machine is use of digital computers or fast digital computers to reduce uh, time consuming hand calculations and also to have higher accuracy in the design process. What are advantages of computer machine design? The computer can handle large volume of data to make a number of trial designs. Speed and accuracy of calculations are very high. It can be programmed to satisfy to take logical decisions and optimize design with least cost, and the requirement performance can be easily obtained. So using computer aided electrical machine design, designer finds these advantages. Hence modern days electrical machine design involves use of fast digital computers for solution of design problems. Then what are the different methods used for design? Generally, three methods are used. One is analysis method, another is synthesis method, another is hybrid method. In case of analysis method of design, some preliminary design is made by designer regarding the machine dimensions, materials and other constructional features, and these are given as input data to the computer and the performance quantities are calculated. In case of analysis method, after doing some preliminary design, designer feeds those information as input to the computer. Okay, then after feeding, the designer examines the performance and accordingly he alters the input data and then feed them to the computer again. This is in second step. Then third step, the computer calculates the new performance with the revised data, and this process is repeated till the required performance is achieved. Okay, so here in case of analysis method, whatever preliminary design inputs are given to the system till performance desired performance parameter is achieved, computer will go on giving some solutions based on whatever data the designer feed. Okay, then in second method, that is in the synthesis method, the required performance values are also given to the computer as input, and computer through an iterative process again it alters the dimensions till the required performance is obtained. Here Mechanical dimensions are also revised through iterative process to have desired performance or required performance. And in case of hybrid method, there will be human intervention, and it is combination of both analysis method as well as synthesis method. Okay. Let us take one example of design of optimization of induction motor. Okay. uh, while designing induction motor, designer has to consider so many variables. If we consider these 11 variables are as independent variables, then definitely these independent variables will affect performance. These have significant effect on performance. We'll see what are performance parameters, but let us see first what are independent variables. In case of design of induction motor, uh, stator core diameter, stator core length, core depth, stator slot width, rotor slot depth, end ring width, air gap length, as well as area flux density. If these are taken as independent variables to decide desired performance for induction motor, then designer will feed all these variables as an input to computer in case of analysis method. Okay. Then there will be some other variables in the design. They are taken as either constants based on voltage and power rating of machine, or they are in some way related to whatever 11 variables we have seen. Okay. See, sometime depending upon voltage rating of machine as well as power rating of machine, again some variables are kept constant. Okay. Along with those 11 independent variables, some other variables can be kept as constant based on voltage and power rating of the machine. And during the course of optimization, when the variables undergo incrementing or decrementing, they should also be constrained to be with in practical ranges. See here, during course of optimization, depending upon desired output, several iterations are done, and through iterative process, finally whatever output comes, or whatever design parameters are obtained, whether those design parameters match with or they come in line with some performance specifications given as per so many national and international standards, then what are desired performance parameters in case of induction motor based on different variables and constants are fed to the computer. So here, uh, generally these nine specifications are taken as performance specification during design process. One is starting torque, then maximum torque, full load power factor, full load efficiency, full load slip, tooth and core flux densities, starting current, temperature rise, and cost of machine. Here, if these are taken as performance specifications, then till these performance specifications are achieved, till these performance specifications are determined, designer can go on changing different independent variables to get desired starting torque depending upon application of motor. You know, in case of traction applications, whatever machine is designed, it should have very high starting torque at very high dead load condition. For such applications, then designer will look into uh, look starting torque as major performance parameter. Then sometime depending upon requirement of overload capacity, designer can change some other parameters which will fit for that particular applications. Then if induction motor is operated at different load conditions, power factor of machine will change. Then that machine should give better power factor even at half load or three-fourth load. Based on that, designer can change parameters. Then coming to efficiency, designer has to decide a maximum. In case of energy efficient machine, efficiency is more than 95%. In that case, he can make some compromise with cost of the machine to arrive at better efficiency, reliability, and durability. Again, by seeing other loadings, then starting current, temperature rise. These are very important performance parameter